pizzas.
How much money for 2 pizzas? I got cash, Chris.
Mr. Lynch. Lippet, be quiet for 5 minutes.
Chris.
Challenge.
Get pizza and wings.
Mr. Lynch, may I have a word with you, please?
Yes.
And also, I'd like a drink. I actually don't
Chris,
want to
tell them how you got your last guitar from that old lady.
I'd like a drink, please, first.
You like a drink? How about a beer?
That's fine.
Chris.
So,
Get Pizza
Jimmy,
Hut.
I'll need to see you up in bedroom too, please.
Yes,
Pizza
sir.
Hut is a good place.
Come with me.
Pizza Hut?
Yes, sir.
I love Pizza Hut.
I know, I love Pizza Hut.
The
too.
crust is so good.
Pizza is like
Get the
always-
big box.
Yeah, Pizza Hut is like good. It's like perfect.
Domino's is really good too.
You come on in. Have a seat right there on the bed.
Have a seat right there.
Thank you.
Ouch. Fuck. I missed the coach, so I didn't get his instructions on how to stretch out the muscle.
I don't know if you and I have ever talked about this before, but earlier in the day I heard you saying that you've had sex with over 27 people in your life. Women, which is 25 more than I've ever had. I don't often get laid, and it's very hard for me to get girls to sleep with me. And so, seeing as you've had 25 more women than I have, I figured maybe it's worth giving it a shot and talking like you, copying your mannerisms, and seeing if I can get more girls.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this, right? I only know the fucking long method, so you can't expect to get fucking pussy off your fucking shoes with this method.
What's the long method?
Expect, like, unless you have a rare, like, lucky chance encounter and you play your cards right, which I don't even know how to fucking do, really.
And that's how most of your relationships have come along?
I wouldn't even say relationships, I'm just talking, like, a lot. Yeah, just how sex has come along. It's like chance encounters, or I play the long game where it's like, because obviously me being me, it's like I've had to convince everyone I fucking meet, like, look, I know I look like a bad guy. I know I look and sound like a bad guy. I am not a bad guy. And it's like just constantly coming back and it's like, yeah, not a bad guy. Hey ho, how are you? But it's like not being like,
You're trying to get laid, because I need at least 2 or 3 good openers for girls, just to make sure that they...
you know what, I'll give you a fucking 4th one. So the 4th one I'll explain later. It was a... So the 4th, 8 different friends of mine. It has never worked for me. And
Okay.
so all you have to do is have the mindset of, I'm not Jimmy Downey, this should work.
Okay, and what's the line?
Well, I'll get into that later because it's a very, like, risky line. Because, like I said, there have been 8 people who have used it and have succeeded. I don't know the total number of people who have used it.
But you've used it and you've never succeeded.
I've never succeeded personally, no.
And what in the line is what?
Lovely weather we're having today. Lovely boob touching weather.
And that's worked for your friends, has it?
Somehow, I fucking made that shit up as a joke.
That's very funny. How old were you when you made that up?
I think junior, or like early senior year of high school.
I see. And you've used that line before, I presume.
I tried to.
Bald Ben Gay, Bald Ben Gay, Bald Ben Gay, Bald Ben Gay, Bald Ben Gay. Tombstone sucks, Tombstone is gay, J J J J J J J J J.
How do you deal with criticism?
Honestly, the way that I see it, it's like, if you're so fucking upset about me existing, it's like, how fucking easy is your life? How fucking pathetic is your life? Where, like, that's the thing you're gonna fucking pigeonhole yourself into, you know?
I see. Have you ever been made fun of for having a deep voice? Because
I've been called stalker and rapist my whole fucking life from the same ugly inbred cunts that I fucking had to go to middle school and high school with, and then, like, the second I got the glimpse of, like, the outside world from, like, fucking grade school, it's like, yo, y'all really do be ugly as shit, inside and out. Fuck y'all, I'm going this way. And even then, it's like, you find a girl that's like, you know, you think she's chill, and then it turns out that, like, deep down, like, she's a fucking scumbag, and it's like, she's just trying to use you for like fucking heroin money and shit like that.
What do you say to people who make fun of your voice? Because I'm going to need specific comebacks regarding the new tone of voice that I'm using.
Alright, so, well, for your case, obviously, just as my case, it's like, you're gonna have to expect a bunch of fucking beta males to be like, oh, heard there, you're faking your voice, because when you have a different emotion, your fucking voice tone changes, and you're just going to say, suck my fucking dick, you wish you had this much testosterone, I don't have to lift a finger to prove to you that I'm above average dick size, right? Of course, obviously, like, I would recommend, like, voice training until it's, like, really, really natural, because this is my normal voice, right?
Right. Yeah.
This more deep voice into this part, swallowing my Adam's apple. As you can see, it doesn't travel that very well.
Let me see if I can go that deep. Hold on.
I can't believe it.
Hey, I need a voice coach. I need a voice coach now.
Adam's apple. Go as far as you can go. You almost got it.
And how many girls do you find like this voice?
Not many, honestly. If I was, you know, it's really funny to say. A joke that I've always told my friends is like, if I was born in the 70s, I'd be getting pussy off my shoes just for the voice alone. But because I was born at a time where dudes who look like they're fucking 10 years old forever and have like mommy and daddy's money are like in.
Right. TikTok shit.
Yeah, well, like even before TikTok, it's always been that way. And it's like, because that's the way it's been, it's like, yeah, it's been tough. Again, it's like, it was just chance encounters. I'm gonna be fucking real with you, even though my body count is high, a lot of them I fucking regret when like I sobered up and was like, yo, I just fucked the fucking land.
What are you going to do when you successfully summon Satan? We hear you chanting in there.
I don't think that's funny at all, and I would prefer if you didn't say that about me. I'm actually a God-fearing man. Well, Jimmy, I suppose that's all that I have for you. I just wanted to run this by you and make sure that...
Listen, so you need to do, like, the fucking long play, right? You just need to show them that, like, yeah, you look fucking spooky, you're not actually fucking spooky.
Now,
like, you do actually care.
And the boob touching weather line will work, what, 20% of the time?
I'm not sure, you just got... It's more of a case like...
Trial and error.
It's trial and error. I know it will not work for me. I have had it work on some
Well, what line do you use that works for you?
I really don't have a one-liner that works for me. It's literally like, I've introduced myself. I usually give them like tobacco or it's like a drink. Not all the time, but it's like, because like, you know, chicks like to
They
use
like
that
that. They like when you get them cigarettes.
Yeah, they like when they like can fucking come to you to like use you for shit, but it's like you're just polite when you can be, and then it's like you really try to know them, and like even if they're just talking about some stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
You pretend to be really, really fucking invested. It's like, whoa, man, you're into this.
Right.
Whoa, man, you're getting a philosophy degree. Whoa, that's so fucking cool. Shit, I wish I thought of that.
Pretend your mind is blown, essentially.
Essentially, like, pretend your mind is blown and, like, you're not obsessed with them sexually, but it's like, oh, whoa, you're telling me this? This is really cool. And, like, chime in, but only when they want you to.
Okay.
Jimmy, can you extrapolate on the intricacies of physical foreplay before sex? Hook the boys up, we're down bad.
What do you do to foreplay? What are some interesting Well, my idea is that if I'm using this voice, I can essentially pull her inside of the bed and tell her, listen, we're having sex now, and if you don't like it, you can leave.
Nope, that's not how it works.
That doesn't work?
So first things first, you gotta start in like the snuggle position. It's like, you know, you like A, whisper sweet nothings, or like B, like you try like your best to like.
I love you, baby. You're my sweetheart.
Not quite. You gotta like tone it back a bit, but it's like it's gotta be your own thing, of course, right? And then it's like obviously like the main thing is like you go to like the tits first, right?
Right.
You go to the tits because like most chicks, it's like, hey yo, you want to touch my tits? Like I'll fucking let that shit slide.
Right.
and then it's like you mainly want to find the nipples and you want to gently with
So
like
you
one.
start with the tits and then move to the nipples, and you gently start rubbing them until they turn hard.
That and like then like you start the foreplay with like sucking their fucking tits. I'm just gonna be straight up sucking or like licking or like whatever, and then you just again gently.
Woo woo wee wee woo woo wee wee Jimmy bass bass woo woo wee wee woo woo wee.
I like that. I would like. I've only done that with one of the girls that I've had sex with. The other one was a prude. One second.
Jimmy Padlock in ICR.
Anyways, I've only done that with one girl,
There's no R in it, you dumbass.
and she didn't like it and told me to just get straight to the point. She didn't like foreplay. So what do you do in the event that a girl wants you to get straight to the point? But also consider this, I'm a very shy person by nature.
No, believe me, like I know
I'm a very shy person by nature, so it's hard for me to put myself out there and actually get under the covers with a girl and talk to her and put myself out there and see if she'd be interested in maybe having intercourse.
So I am the same way. Just for that, it's just like you just gotta be like, are you sure? And then if they say like yes, and then just even if like you really just want to double check to make sure it's like not like a fucking trap of like, oh herder, this man raped me, or like some other bullshit that like a lot of third wave feminist cunts pull. It's like, yo, yeah, so like are you sure? Because like I can fucking put you in the mood, and like there are like a lot of chicks who are like that where it's like they don't like foreplay.
Have you ever called a girl an idiot before?
Countless fucking times.
I've called girls idiots once and they hate it. I'm like, you're being a fucking idiot right now, and they get really upset at me.
Well, because they have a massive fucking ego about them, and it's like, yo, you're still feeling a fucking idiot. You left me and my sister for dead. What the fuck do you expect?
I have a feeling that girls are just idiots by nature, personally.
Not necessarily by nature. Bitches and cunts are idiots by nature, but an actual woman is not an idiot.
Jimmy, you are the cringiest weirdo I've ever heard rap. I'm praying for you to gain an ounce of self-awareness.
I have self-awareness.
That's ridiculous. Please be quiet. Don't talk anymore. Now, since summer's gone, this is the last topic of conversation. I was considering giving her clothes to Taylor. What do you think about that?
Clothes to Taylor?
Yes.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna say like, hey, yo, yeah, you can give your clothes to Taylor, or you can't give your clothes to Taylor. Like, if Summer felt really attached to Taylor, it's like, yo, please take my clothes.
Well, the thing is that Summer and Taylor are the same size.
Yo, yeah, it's like, that's fine.
So
like,
it would be a waste of clothing if Summer didn't, if Taylor didn't wear the rest of Summer's wardrobe.
Well, I mean, if we can be blunt here, like, I kind of figured it's like, you know, whoever gets eliminated, man or woman, it's like, well, their clothes, they're not really going to be able to keep.
They're going into recirculation, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
And it's like, that being said, I don't know who exactly is my size, especially with my, like, fucking weird waist shit going on where I need a belt at all times.
Right, right.
But it's also like...
Well, that's just incentive for you to win, so that way you can keep all the clothes that you currently do have that fit you. You know what I mean?
And it's like, look, like, I'm in it to win it, but at the same time, I want to win it fairly. I don't want to win it like a fucking scumbag.
I agree. And there's a lot of people that are rooting for you. I'm going to go grab Summer's clothes and give them to Taylor, but it was very nice speaking with you.
It was nice speaking with you, for what it's worth.
And I do enjoy your company. I think you're a very amicable person, and I think you have a good heart.
I fucking honestly just enjoy being here, like, dead ass, like, and you know what, I don't even fucking care if the audience hears me, like, Summer fucking leaving really did break my heart, because I fucking realized, of course, like, after there was like, yo, that wasn't a prank.
Can you tell that into the camera over there just real quick?
When I fucking realized that, like, yo, what Summer said to you and Shinji Jimmy, that wasn't a prank, that's, like, what she's fucking dealing with. That shit broke my heart, because it's like, okay, fuck. And then it's like, well, shit, Summer, like, in terms of, like, women-wise, she was the only one who was, like, super nice to me from day one, and, like, again, as I told her, like, the confessional, like, when she confessed to me and Shinji, like, that she knew about Hang on.
I know what he's going to say. I know, but continue on anyways, regardless.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, so when she told me and Shinji
About
that thing that she knew about, that we didn't know that she knew about, that's what really started the gears turning for me, where it's like, hey yo, you know, I think we all know what she was talking about, and that we may all have been Squidwards this entire time.
But we miss Summer very much.
Exactly, it's like...
We wish her the best of luck, regardless of what happens.
Exactly, like, it's fucked. I wish it was a fucking prank. I wish that like, fucking production gave her a JC mission, but it wasn't the case.
Life happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, it really does, but you know what?
There's really not much you can do in terms of curbing life from getting you.
Exactly, and the way that I see it, it's like, I fucking love Summer, no homo, but it's like, thank God my kids aren't gonna inherit that shit.
Agreed. I have to grab Taylor real quick, but it was nice speaking with you.
It was nice speaking with you too.
And I look forward to further conversations.